Well, our next guest, an emerging Texas country rocker who has been musically influenced by a number of genres. He's joining us today to talk about his upcoming debut album called Who I Am, out December 5th. Welcome to the program, Aaron McBee. It is good to meet you, my friend.
Well, how are you?
Man, what a following you have. I mean, how long? Let's go back. How long have you been playing music? Because, boy, you have developed such a career already.
So I always sang. Growing up with my dad, when we were in the vehicle, we'd always be driving down the road, and so I'd be singing to the music like Billy Currington and all those guys. And then finally, when he passed when I was 6 years old, I actually got into some rock music. I found his rock CDs that he'd been stashing for a while, and so I've always sang. I sang along to the radio growing up, and then I think I started playing guitar around my freshman year of high school.
So really your father kind of the catalyst for kind of getting you into music.
Definitely.
And then you started to kind of look through his collection. So it really seems like almost a touchstone to your father in a way.
No, definitely. I mean, one of my best friends growing up, and then like I said, every time we went anywhere, it was our pickup was a time machine, and we'd go back and listen to some good music. So that's what we always did.
So exposed early on to some country music, it sounds like. You mentioned Billy Currington, one of my favorite guys in the business. But really, from what I looked at, Slim Shady and, you know, Motley Crue. I mean, you run the gamut. But even George, listen, you're from Texas, right? I think it's part of your DNA. When you're born, you have to love George Strait.
Yes, ma'am.
You kind of marry all of that up, don't you?
I try my best.
So when did you start playing out, really, and kind of getting your chops on stage?
I think maybe around my sophomore year of high school, I started doing little shows every now and then. And then after I graduated, I really started playing a lot of shows. And so 2023 is when I started kind of getting some bigger little shows. And then as more specifically this year, I've really gotten to really pick it up and play a lot of shows and be with some different acts around the state and country.
Well, it seems like, you know, even though music has been your thing since you were a little kid, I mean, really getting some traction now, but you sound like a seasoned professional. I mean, like, you know, listen, how many songs? We got 12 coming up on this new album, December 5th, right? The release of this debut. You solely wrote the album except for 2 with a co-write on this. So for people, you know, listening who, you know, we're going to listen to this music, I look at some of the tracks and I'm thinking, man, there's angst, there is heartbreak on here, just by some of the, you can get it just by some of the titles, like, what is it? A Phone Call Away, Over You, Never Again. I mean, and I asked you, I was joking, I said to Aaron, I said, who is she? And we should thank her, by the way, for all of the great material.
That's what it always says. Everybody's always like, well, who broke your heart? And it's really a big question I probably won't ever answer.
No, but it's, you know, listen, I heard from so many artists that they say writing some of those angst and those heartbreak songs sometimes easier than the love songs. Do you find that with yourself?
Oh, yeah. I mean, one of my favorite bands in the whole world is a grunge band. They're called Seether. And one of the things he was asked in an interview one time was, why don't you write songs about happy things? He's always so rough around the edges. And a lot of it's because you don't have to get that off your chest. When you're happy and you're enjoying it.
Right.
But when you're sad and down, you're like, I just got to get this out.
Yeah.
Got to get rid of it and push it away. And so that's what really leads to a lot of songs, I think, is just trying to get those emotions processed and get them on out of your system.
It's kind of like great therapy, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah,
it's definitely the therapy I can get down with. So.
And I got to tell you, you know, listen, I'm going to bring it up. He was at the Cowtown Coliseum in Fort Worth, Texas over the summer playing for a bunch of bull riders.
Yes.
And I said, man, they must have loved what you do and loved your sound. How was that for you?
It was definitely a fun event. They really treated us great there, and it was just all around a good time. My boys loved it. One of the biggest stages we played on, and so we had a lot of fun, and it was, like I said, a great experience. And getting to play the Cowtown Coliseum, where even people like Elvis has played, it was just definitely a remarkable moment.
Pretty historic. You're going to be asked about that a lot throughout your entire career, man. That's awesome. You know, when I say country music, it has opened the floodgates. I mean, I don't feel like we have this hard and fast definition of what the genre is. And do you feel like you're being kind of embraced as you know, we look at Texas, we think, you know, red dirt country or Americana. There's a big rock movement, and you're definitely part of that. But it kind of is opening the doors to country music as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's definitely. I think country genres are kind of going out the window on what everything is. It's definitely like the groundworks of everything, but I think music is just too vast to even hold down that anymore. People are so influenced by everything, especially since we're so easily able to get music everywhere.
Yeah.
So I think, like in regards to people embracing it, I don't think there's ever going to be a problem with that. I think everybody loves what they love, and people have gotten used to listening to what they like. So. Yeah. It's definitely in Texas. They are just so accepting, and they like the rough and rowdy and rock shows. So we've had a lot of luck with it. So we've enjoyed it.
This guy delivers for sure. You're going to find out who he is, who I am. That's the name of the album. It's coming out December 5th. 12 songs on this one, and man, some of that song already available wherever you stream your music, because I've been listening to some of the stuff as you release them. But congratulations, nice to meet you.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well done. Great to have him here in the studio, Aaron McBee.